Whether we are looking at a Kong or his son being in the spotlight in the rumored MonsterVerse sequel, we should be in for a treat, as Little Kong will make his return after a whole 90 years behind the curtains and try to win our hearts one more time, this time with a much happier ending, we hope, and be the missing link in the events of the MonsterVerse and the newfound family Kong needs as an aftermath of his battle with Godzilla. As it stands right now, the notion of where the MonsterVerse is going, we should be looking at one of the biggest universes in the world, especially if the rumored kaijus from the Pacific Rim franchise are to take part in the MonsterVerse's future. The hype reached a higher ground after we saw the epic battle between Godzilla and Kong in the latest Godzilla vs. Kong movie, with it probably being the best setup the franchise could have asked for in any future installments. The future of the MonsterVerse was always going to be centered around Godzilla and Kong, who are also the two main monsters of the universe in which they thrive, and the ones that have been carrying the franchise forward. In addition to the Godzilla sequel, Warner Bros. And Legendary Entertainment have shared their take on the franchise and announced that there is a Kong sequel also in development, with it ultimately leading towards the epic battle we saw in 2021, one that will be remembered for ages. Given how the movie ended, Godzilla becoming the king, the alpha titan on the surface, and Kong reigning as the king of the Hollow Earth, we should be expecting an even bigger battle in the planned sequel, because after everything that has happened, we have yet to see who the winner of the battle is, something that was left unsaid on purpose for the movie. However, for that to happen, we will have to wait a little bit, maybe even 2 or 3 more years, as there are so many other projects planned for the MonsterVerse, including a TV show that will also take part in the timeline of the MonsterVerse so far. Not much is known about the story side of the sequel. However, the projects planned before it might give us a clear picture as to what we should expect moving forward with the franchise. The other thing we should mention is the fact that the theory of the Hollow Earth is in fact true, a detail that will play a huge part in the upcoming events of the MonsterVerse, with it being one of the reasons why we should be excited for what is yet to come in this universe, which, as it stands right now, is yet to unfold, and many more Titans to be released from the shackles soon. As we mentioned before, there is a TV show spin-off, with it already confirmed to release on the Apple TV streaming service, and the setting of the series to be after the events of 2014's Godzilla movie. The synopsis of the series says that the story will cover a family with mysterious ties to the organization Monarch, after the prolific battle between Godzilla and the other Titans, and the series uncovering even more lore and mysteries surrounding the legacy and origin of the Titans that have already threatened to deliver total destruction to the world we know. Some have speculated about the fact that the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel is in fact the rumored Kong, Son of Kong movie, with the two being the same movies. However, from what we've managed to find, the two are entirely different projects, with the only thing being shared between the two is the fact that they are part of the same universe. The speculations also pose the question if the movie will showcase Godzilla to some extent, or if the movie will try to omit the Titan's presence. Our educated guesses suggest that it will be the latter, with the movie focusing on Kong, without a doubt his son. The title hints towards it, and the Hollow Earth, which will probably be the name of the game for the upcoming MonsterVerse projects in the next couple of years. There were also suggestions that this movie will be a direct sequel to 1933's movie of the same name. However, they were quickly disbanded, as it has been said that the movie will work on its own, a standalone movie that will give us an even bigger explanation about Kong and his long-lost son, and him protecting a group of people much like his father in the events of Kong Skull Island. The only aspect the movie might adapt from that older movie is the fact of Kong's son being smaller than him, and being an albino ape, all in order for the movie to not make drastic changes to the character, and us being able to tell which is which. Adam Wingard will reportedly be returning to direct the movie, who said that there was a lot more room for exploration regarding the whole Hollow Earth dimension, with the place filled with information and history from which many speculations are stemming right now. So who is the Son of Kong? Introduced as a result of King Kong's death, the 12-foot-tall offspring of Kong is a creature that lives on Skull Island. Now, not much is known about the story of the movie, However, this setup will be entirely different, as Kong is still alive and kicking in the MonsterVerse, when compared to the 1930s movie when we first saw Little Kong. But the title suggests that the plot will be focused a lot on Kong's son, with him being an indication that Kong, in fact, found new members of his species in the aftermath of the battle between him and Godzilla, and his call to the other Kongs, and not getting an answer, indicated that he is the last of his kind, which seems to not be the case after all. A bright light for our big boy here. The movie will likely show that not only did he found a new home in Hollow Earth, but he also found a new family. The other big thing we are excited for about the movie is the hints towards the fact that the movie will not try to bring in Kong's son as a new adventure for Kong, but rather a spotlight that will be given to his son, with him probably being set up for success in the future of the franchise. A prequel of sorts, maybe. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see for ourselves. As we said before, the upcoming Kong, Son of Kong sequel will not be a direct follow-up or in any form a sequel to the 1933 movie of the same name. Not because of the time difference, that has no effect at all in the filming industry, but because of the fact, spoiler alert for those who have not seen the movie, Little Kong dies by the end of that movie. Truly not a feel-good movie. And we think this setup is an even better one, as it will give Kong and his son a lot of breathing room, something the Hollow Earth is responsible for, as the entire setting of this place, even existing, gives the MonsterVerse as a whole a lot more to be adapted from it, with a lot of new monsters and events involving the father and the son in the upcoming sequel, which will probably be one of the few connections. And just what will be happening between the first and the second showdown between Godzilla and Kong that is yet to come in the future. Adam Wingard seems to have a lot on his plate with so many projects on the line, including the likes of the Face Off sequel and the beloved big screen version of Thundercats. However, we think that this will not stop the genius reportedly helming this upcoming movie to deliver yet another spectacle after his work with 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong movie that we loved so much. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the MonsterVerse as a whole? Do you think it has what it takes to be a successful universe like the MCU or the DCEU? And where do you see Kong's son in all of the events that have happened and will happen in the near future? But also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.